Is it reasonable for me to feel upset that my ex-wife allows our daughter to sleep in the same bed as her and her boyfriend? Yes, it is reasonable to be upset. Honestly, that's something you need to create a paper trail of and review custody agreements. I have daughters and I wouldn't let them sleep in the same bed as my partner. I think that's inappropriate and that you're being reasonable. This behavior is not appropriate at all and you are right to feel concerned. The mother is not making the child's safety and welfare her top priority, and that the grown man boyfriend did not put up his own boundary and refuse to be in the same bed as the child is a problem for me. This is like rolling out the red carpet for grooming. Your job isn't to wait for something bad to happen and then reacting. Your job is to take action now to prevent anything bad happening. You're not being unreasonable. I would be extremely upset at that. A 12-year-old should not be sleeping in the same bed as a man she's known for less than 6 months. I don't know if I'm biased because I was abused by my mother's boyfriend, but this wouldn't be acceptable to me at all. Your concerns are valid. This is extremely inappropriate and you have every right to be upset. Any 30-something-year-old in their right mind wouldn't be sharing a bed with a 12-year-old they barely knew. Something's off with him. What the actual F-gay? She left her 12-year-old daughter alone in a bed with a man for 5 hours? She's known him for 6 months. That's when you should just be making the first short supervised introductions. Document this. Get her to acknowledge it in writing so you can show a judge this child endangering nonsense. At no point is it okay for daughter and partner to be alone in bed together. Yes, you have the right and I would talk to your attorney. Not unreasonable to be concerned, and there needs to be clear boundaries going forward. Yeah, considering especially that the daughter knew him for 6 months at the very most and she's 12, I get not being happy about that. It's not appropriate. Yes, that is concerning. Even without the scenario where your ex left your daughter in bed with him for 5 hours alone, I'd be concerned. I want to say that most likely you don't have anything to worry about, but I also have a 12-year-old. I would never allow her to sleep in the same bed as my boyfriend and I wouldn't want her to get the idea that she should trust men easily. That in itself seems counterintuitive because I am dating him and trust him, but I think there should be a line drawn. Maybe I'm just old school. My suggestion to you is if you haven't met the boyfriend yet, maybe it would be a good idea to do so. Also have a talk with your daughter and let her know your concerns and where you would draw the line. Keep communication open with her even if she's being defensive about it. I am divorced and there is no way in hell I would do something like this if I had a new partner. Red flags and abnormal all along. We are not talking about a 2-year-old. I would not leave things like this. And also your daughter's response is concerning. Not only the fact that the guy moved in after only 6 months. I'd schedule a visit with both daughter and ex with the child psychologist to have an objective evaluation. That is wildly inappropriate of your ex and you need to put your foot down and not budge. 6 months is barely enough time to introduce someone to your child. Your wife is being careless and selfish. Why isn't the 12-year-old sleeping in her own bed? I can't think of a reason why a 12-year-old would sleep with their mom, never mind with mom and boyfriend. Tell them it is to protect him as well. Point out to the ex all the cases where teenagers have gotten mad at parents and hurled false accusations. Allowing this behavior just lays the foundation for trouble. Why any mother would allow that risk towards her child? Hopefully it's just ignorance. If definitely make more record if legal of any conversations and consult your lawyer. 12 girl yo should not be sleeping with an adult man, hell no. Would you sleep with a 12 yo girl? Yeah, I feel like there is something wrong here, but I also feel like him missing something. It isn't generally normal for a 12-year-old to sleep with their parent unless it's for vacation or something. And if this is something your daughter needs for some reason, the relatively new BF probably shouldn't be sleeping there. I would be furious. I could see it with a younger child, but at 12, absolutely not. All crashing on the sofa would be different. Have you had body safety discussions with your daughter? It's never too late to teach boundaries. Bloody weird. This is absolutely not acceptable. And for your sisters, put them in their place and call them out for their bullshit too. How fucking stupid are they? Do any of them have children? Use their children as an example and see how they react. You say, she's only 12, like it would be better if she was older? I think it is inappropriate exactly because she is 12. She's way too old for it to be normal to sleep in her parents' bed.